Yeah, I found that just being down there was definitely an attitude of we know what we're doing. Kind of like almost like the mentality of the hurricane watch party, where people ride those out. Different storms, though.
Yeah, research is showing that just like in your situation, when someone tells you, when you have a reinforcement, in addition to the sirens, when your husband tells you or your friend calls you and says, this is serious, you should take action, people will take action more promptly. So I think what that means is we all have to take care of each other, right?
Yeah, that's fascinating. That's worked on me, and I've seen it work on my friends when I've called them.
Yep.
You know, and there's also so many different media outlets out there to get warnings, to get information. You know, we try to educate people. When you get up in the morning, when you're getting dressed, getting ready to go to work, find out what the weather's going to do. Do you need to bring an umbrella? Or are you going to have to worry about tornadoes? You know, make sure that you're prepared, not just surprised when that alarm goes off.
I can recommend a fantastic television station with an excellent weather team if anyone wants to tune in. I know even people at the Post watch Channel 5 for their weather, so. And we're on the web now, by the way, so anything else you guys want to say that we haven't touched on? Yeah.
Definitely. As far as making sure that there's information and understanding out in the community, the program that I'm in definitely takes advantage of any types of outreach opportunities, whether it be health fairs. A lot of times I've been invited to come to speak at different functions in order to get more information out about the extreme weather events that we experience, as well as reaching out to children. You know, starting young with the understanding of what types of impacts that we can experience and what they can do to play a part in building a more resilient community as well, too. So I think that those are definitely two key components, getting that information out there.
And if I could add something to that as well, you know, we're talking about preparedness before the storm hits.
Absolutely.
People have to understand what's going to happen after the storm. They may not have drinking water. They may not have sewage. They may not have food for a period of time, as we've talked about, but how do you rebuild your life? Learn from those events that have happened to other people and find out what emotions did they go through? How did they deal with that? How do we get back to some form of normalcy?
Dale, final thought.
Oh, a final thought. Just.
What's on your mind? It doesn't. You don't feel pressure.
Oh, no pressure at all from this crowd. But no, it is. You know, we think in emergency management, we think local. You know, every disaster starts local and ends local, and preparedness has to be that same way. Is that we have to start with an individual, move to the family, move to the neighborhood. Make sure you know who your neighbor is. Make sure that they have what they need in case of an emergency, and then you go up to the school that's in your neighborhood, then the next building, and then it gets into a bigger community. The community goes into a region, and then it comes back to you. Okay, let's start it out all over again with the next round. And I think that's where we really have to be, just changing our mental focus to be on the front end of that.
I had one last thought. So I'm thinking, you know, I can see how my sister and brother-in-law have changed with the addition to their family with their first son. Maybe is the single person harder to reach in terms of?
Yes, absolutely.
Caregivers, no matter who you're caring for, have a sense of they need to protect someone and take care of someone, so they're like the target audience, but they're most of the population, right? So that's great, and so we kind of have that middle ground where we have these college and high school kids who are invincible, right? And we've got to teach them differently too. So we're looking at mobile apps and things that make it more fun for them, so that they'll have the knowledge still, even if they don't always want to take it.
I'll kick in here now.
Yeah.
Boy Scouts of America, who spend an awful lot of time with the concept of be prepared. If you want to reach young people, then have the Boy Scouts, who have a whole lot of very young people who have been taught how to be prepared. And my own son's was a scout, and he has his own bug-out bag. Imagine that. We didn't have to teach him that.
I'm gonna have to Google bug out bag, so that shows you my level, I guess. But
It's the emergency bag that Gary and the others.
if you need to bug out.
If you need to bug out, you have something to take care of yourself. Ours is set up for 72 hours.